advised that the notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been complied with and satisfied, and that the annual notice, which gave sufficient notice of the time, place, and conduct of all public meetings of the New Brunswick Parking Authority has been filed with the city clerk, has been placed on the appropriate bulletin board in the lobby of City Hall, New Brunswick, New Jersey, and has been transmitted to the official newspaper for the city of New Brunswick, namely the Home News and Tribune, as per the annual notice provided in a resolution adopted by this governing body on December 29th, 1975. We have been given minutes of the board meeting of May 25th. Does anybody any comments or additions, corrections? If not, motion. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Mitch?
Okay, I just have a few things. First, we began the restoration work. We started here at the Gateway Garage. Some minor items. The big challenge here is we have to do traffic coding on the exit aisle out, the last turn out. So we're going to do that during off hours, and we're going to have to change the flow of traffic for a day or two. We'll probably be doing it on the weekend when there's less demand here. So that's.
How long do you have to stay off of that?
Like 24 to 48 hours. Really depends on the conditions, if it's humid or not, and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll be a good weekend. Then I don't know if you had the opportunity to see, but we had installed an electronic sign over the Church Street entrance of the Lower Church Street garage. We're doing a pilot on the sign. Basically, we're going to be using it on weekends more so to inform patrons if the garage is full and to guide them to the wellness garage. And this way, instead of getting right up to the garage to find out it's full, you'll be able to see at the end of the block that the lit sign. It's an LED sign. Looked at it today. I think the lettering or character size needs to be a little larger to be able to see it from a greater distance. Right now, you basically have to be up to it, so that's why we're pilot testing it. That's something that can be changed, and so that's something we'll do and see how that works. See if it improves traffic flow, because there's always a tie up to open up. So we're looking at ways to mitigate that. Lastly, working on the new LPR system. Right now, our goal is to roll out Jersey Avenue permits September 1st, and before then, July 15th, we're going to begin a marketing program to get the word out about the new system, particularly at this point in time, the Jersey Avenue quarterly permits. People have to go online and sign up, and basically the license plate will be their permit. One of our Explorers will be fitted with an LPR system, and that vehicle will be the one enforcing the Jersey Avenue. So this saves the patron the time and effort to come to the office. They can do everything online. It also reduces, it actually does away with the need to send a hang tag to the patron, and the license plate is basically on file to be used as their permit. And that's it.
So Rich, a question on that.
Yeah.
What you see on the police cars, the box on the trunk, that's the LPR?
Yes.
It's going to be on our vehicles?
Yes. There'll be two cameras. Two cameras on probably more on the front end of the vehicle.
Oh,
I think
okay.
the police might have 4, but
Okay.
we're only
Yeah, so
concerned
some
with
things on the corners.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I have.
That's it? Okay. Right?
The financial statement was sent last week via email. You would see a big expense in the month May. That was the closing issuance cost of the bond, which is for the year.
Yes.
Any questions?
Well, the revenues are up versus budget.
We have 14.7 million year-to-date revenue so far.
Okay, very good. Len, do you have anything?
No legal.
Public comment?
Yes, good afternoon, members of the board. Charles Cradaville, New Brunswick Today newspaper. I just wanted to ask one question today would be regarding the new agreement with the parking authority and the housing authority. does the board or your attorney see the potential for a conflict of interest with respect to the bond counsel being, the Wilentz firm for both the parking authority and the housing authority? Is that something that the board has considered?
No, there's no conflict of interest for them to be bond counsel for both parties. They're just simply going to financial markets and getting the approval. The local finance board has to approve the deal, which it has, so it's fully informed what the nature of the deal and the purpose of the deal is. So there's no conflict. They're not negotiating the contractual agreements between the parties. So, no, they're just doing financing.
Okay, so even though it pertains to, a direct
Two government
agreement.
entities, we're two government entities. It's not, you're not dealing with a, private party. You're dealing with two government entities, and one government entity that doesn't want to manage a asset that's really not their business, and we're a government entity that does in fact manage, retail environments. So, no, I don't see a conflict. I understand what you're asking me. And I understand that there's a law firm that represents both parties, and it's the same law firm, but there has to be an actual conflict, and I can't identify the conflict that you're specifically asking me to present. I mean, no, I don't see the conflict at all.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Just one more follow-up. I wanted to know, when is the parking authority taking over those, management of those leases? Has that already happened? What's the date that
It
transition?
began June 1st.
So the parking authority took over June 1st?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, any other board discussion? If not, we have a payment resolution for June. Any motion?
I'll make a motion.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All business, Mitch?
I have no new news to report regarding the pedestrian bridge.
Okay. Anything for closed session?
Yes, I have two items. One is legal regarding a lease, and the other is personnel.
Okay. Can I get a motion that we go into closed session? Motion second. Second in favor? Aye. Okay.